beautiful friends. This is the Organizer Advisor, Dr. Lisa Winfield, here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Okay, so we are talking today about something that we use every day, and in Florida, they are almost required. Today, we're going to be talking about taking care of our sunglasses. Now, these are essential items in Florida because we get 300 days of sunshine a year. So we want to use our sunglasses as a form of eye protection. But there's some information I would like to share with you on how best to take care of these so that they can take care of your eyes. But also we want to maximize our usage to capitalize on the investment. Some sunglasses can cost hundreds of dollars, so we want to take care of them in order to get the most use out of them. So please go grab your hydration beverage. Let's have a sip and a sit while I share with you my best tips, tricks, strategies, and suggestions on how to take care of your sunglasses. Glasses are important. Consider them like your windshield. They need to be clean and crisp and as visibly clear as possible. But our sunglasses collect salt and dirt, dust, and pollen that can cloud the lenses, not to mention, the smudges from our hands, sunscreen from the beach. Eventually, these all kind of add up. Now, I did a kind of a companion video where I shared my best tips, tricks, strategies, and suggestions on how to take care of your eyeglasses and your contacts, but I wanted to do these in a separate video. So today we're going to talk about just how to take care of sunglasses so they can take care of us. Now, the first thing we do when we are talking about organizing to utilize, which is the name of this playlist, and you'll find a plethora of videos on how to organize and utilize a lot of those really high frequency items, because I want you to get the most out of the items because you paid for them. I want you. That we take is we go gather. We gather all of our sunglasses. So get all of your sunglasses in your sunglass cases and all of the lanyards and the things that you use that are associated with your sunglasses. So if you need to pause the video to do that, you can certainly pause right here. If not, you can listen to the video and do it later. It's up to you. All right, I have quite a few pairs of sunglasses. I use them all the time, but I'm just going to demonstrate with a couple so that you kind of get the gist of it without having to overcrowd the table like I did with eyeglasses. All right, so I have my glasses case because I want to put them right back into my glasses case as soon as I'm finished cleaning them. I also have my little lanyard that I use so they don't fall in the water when I'm on the boat, and also I have some lens cleaner, and I'm going to use my little magnifying glass. And I have my eyeglass repair kit. So I also have a microfiber cloth. And lastly, I have a little bit of warm soapy water right down here. I'll bring it on the table once I'm finished. And then I have my flour sack towel. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with everything because it's very specific. Because of the coating on your glasses, you have to really treat them with care. So you want to be really, really gentle and not scratch. Now, protect and preserve our glasses as long as possible. Little preventative maintenance. It has nothing to do with cleaning right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of the frames themselves. The number one thing is I'm going to check the screw that attaches the temple to the front part of the frame. Now, you can go to any pharmacy or even to your optometrist and you can get an eyeglass repair kit. Now, you can use these for sunglasses too, but I just keep mine in a dedicated space. And what you're going to get is you're probably going to get a little magnifying glass. I'm going to use this one so I don't have to hold it. You might get some nose bridge covers. These you can replace if you have sunglasses that have nose bridges on them. If you're missing one, you can get a replacement. You're also going to get a little kit that has a bunch of replacement screws. If you're really lucky, you're going to get a little pair of tweezers so that you can pick up the screws. And you're also going to get some sort of little tiny screwdriver, most likely a Phillips head, but it can go from this little tiny to this little tiny. I'm going to use this one because it's easier for me to do as I demonstrate. Now, what I want to do is I want to check the screw at the temple. Of course, this is going to be a common head, so I have one of those, and I'm just going to lightly tighten that. You do not want to tighten too much because you'll end up stripping the screw or breaking the frame. So I'm just going to take a moment and I'm just going to tighten these. Perfect. Okay, that pair complete. Now I'm going to do this pair. What are we working with here? Okay, this is a Phillips. I'm going to put it right in there. And turned a little. And we'll do this one as well. Okay. Now, I gave the same bit of information. Just find something that you have, a basket, a bin, or a little box, in order to keep your eyeglass repair kit in, so that keep it near where you store your glasses and sunglasses. That way you can do instant repairs if you notice that there's something amiss with your glasses. All right, now we're going to get to the cleaning part. This is really important because this is where you can really damage your lenses. We're going to clean our eyeglasses. Now, what I recommend is to have a bin of warm water, and this just contains a drop of dish soap, a very mild dish soap, because we don't want anything too harsh, but yet we want something that's going to help remove the sunscreen, the oils, the kind of that film that gathers, especially around the bridge and the nose of the nose. You also want to remove makeup and anything along the temples of your eyeglasses, because what you don't want is for bacteria to grow. Pay careful attention around the hinges, because bacteria accumulates there and around the nose. And so what you don't want is to put any put your sunglasses on and have a bacteria buildup that can get into the eye and cause an eye infection, and it can also cause breakouts. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these into the warm water, and I'm just going to swirl the warm water on them a bit. Now, if you really have a buildup, you can use a very, very soft brush to kind of clean the kind of that oily grime off. You all know what I'm talking about. It just builds up with makeup and suntan oil and, sunscreen and zinc oxide. All of that builds up. So we want to remove all of that. So I'm just going to gently wash the lenses. Both of these are polarized lenses, so I want to be extra, extra careful. And then I'm just going to dry them. Because there's not a lot of soap in here, I'm not going to worry about rinsing, because I am going to come back with my lens cleaner and clean the lenses. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dry just the frames. Now, what we're not going to do is we're not going to use cotton or your t-shirt or a towel or something to dry your lenses, because cotton fibers do have a slightly abrasive quality about them. They can scratch. So we don't want to dry them. What I will do, though, is I will pat them to get any excess water off of the lenses before I use the lens spray. But first, I'm just going to dry the frames. So I'm going to dry the temples first, and then I'm going to take my flour sack towel. I'm just going to run it along the outside of the frame, and particularly at the nose bridge, and just make sure I clean that all very, very well. I would do this at least once a week if you use your glasses often. Also, similar to eyeglasses, you may want to rinse your glasses when you're done with outdoor activities for the day. It's just a good maintenance routine to get into. Okay, so these now, the frames are dry. I'm going to see if there's any residual water, and I'm just going to pat to remove, and I'm not going to wipe. Do this one as well. Just wipe the outside of the frame, and then pat any residual water like so. I'm going to use a microfiber cloth. You can get these at your pharmacy, you can get these at your optometrist to use, and I'm going to use a lens spray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the lens, and then I am going to use my microfiber, and then I'm going to just gently, gently, gently wipe the lenses. Make sure you get in the corner where the nose bridge is. That's where you're going to find the most accumulation. On this side. Once I have pretty, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them immediately in their case. Make sure you have cleaned your case as well. Make sure there's no beach sand or leaves or little sticks or anything. You can use canned air to blow them out. Perfect. That's one. You can get the lens spray at your pharmacy. You can also get it at your optometrist. Please, if you have questions about whether or not the solution is appropriate for your glasses, please contact your glasses manufacturer. And if you have prescription lenses with a coating, talk with your optometrist before using any products. You do not want to use ammonia products. You do not want to use vinegar products, any of those, and heavy alcohol products on your glasses. All right. Oh, wonderful. Let's see. Okay, so these are going to go right into the case. Now, there's a particular lanyard with these glasses, so I'm just going to. So now I have my lanyard. Another thing that I want to suggest is using lens wipes when you're not at home to clean your glasses. If you are out and about, you can keep these in your car, you can keep these in your beach bag, you can keep these in your purse, or if you really want to, you can keep a lens wipe in your glasses case. That way you have one when you go. But what you do not want to do is dry wipe your glasses. So you don't want to take your sunglasses off and use the corner of your t-shirt. That's going to scratch your glasses eventually. So if you need to clean your glasses while you are on the go, rinse them first. Make sure you always rinse your lenses before you go to wipe them. This is going to remove any dust, any pollen, any debris that could scratch your glasses. So then if you do need to wipe your lenses clean, rinse and then use a lens cleaning wipe. So you can rinse them at the beach, you can rinse them in the bathroom, you can rinse them at the restaurant, wherever you are. If you need to, even if you have like bottled water and you're out hiking and you need to clean your glasses, go ahead and use your bottled water and rinse them off before you wipe them, and then use a lens cleaning wipe. You can keep these in your hiking bag or in your gym bag, in your yoga bag, whatever. But if you wear sunglasses all the time and you do a lot of outdoor activities, you want to make sure that you have plenty of lens wipes. Again, you can get these at your pharmacy where the eyeglass care products are sold, or you can talk to your optometrist. The next step would then be to create a dedicated space for all of your glasses. If you have a single pair, that's perfectly fine. But if you have multiple pairs, you want to create a dedicated space, use close to where you actually would be using them, like the neck. So I suggest like keeping them by the door so that on your way out, you can grab your glasses so that you are fully equipped for sunshine and funshine. All right. I'm going to give you a few just random tips that I've learned over the years, and then we'll bring this video to a close, but make sure you stay to the end because you're not going to want to miss these tips. Okay, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting that like button, sharing this video with somebody who you think is important, like a Floridian, and also leaving me a comment. Do you wear glasses? Do you wear sunglasses when you're outside? So a couple of things that I want to say. If you're going to pick up your glasses, do it by the bridge. This is the bridge. Don't do it by what we call the temple or arm, because that's going to put stress on this joint right here, and we don't want to do that. So if you're going to carry your glasses or hold while you're cleaning, you want to do that by the bridge. The other thing is you don't want to set, this is common sense, you don't want to set your glasses down with the lenses. You want to set them like this so that the lenses are up, not like this. If you're going to carry your glasses in your purse, they need to be in a case, because car keys and sunglasses do not get along. So I would suggest putting your glasses in the case. I'm going to put my little lens wipe for when I'm on the go, and then putting these in your purse in a case. When you're storing your glasses, again, I suggest storing them in a case. That way, if somebody throws their car keys in the drawer or throws a book down, they're going to be, not only the lenses are going to be protected, but the frames will be protected as well. You want to kind of deep clean your glasses like once a week. If you use your glasses almost daily, I recommend cleaning your glasses once a week in the deep cleaning. That means dipping them in the water and soap solution, drying off the frames, getting all the oil and all of the residue off of your frames, and then carefully cleaning the lenses. This is going to maximize the life of your glasses and the amount of use you get from them. So that is my video on how to take care of your sunglasses so that they can take care of you and your eyes. This is the Organizer Advisor. So grateful we spent this time together. Please check out some of my other videos, especially in this playlist, Organized to Utilize, where you're going to find my best tips, tricks, advice, and strategies and suggestions on how to take care of the items that you own. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. And until then, my beautiful friends, be well. That means